everybody! So I know I usually make videos on anime figures, but I thought today I'd make a video about manga instead. I do have an Ami order that I just paid for, rip my wallet, but that should be coming, so hopefully I can film that video next week. But today I've got a haul with some manga and some art books that I've picked up in the last month. And I'll also talk about what I've been reading recently and my thoughts about them. So let's jump into the manga. So first up we have Kaguya-sama Love is War Volume 1 by Akasaka. I'm sure everyone knows this from the amazing anime that aired a few seasons ago. Since the anime is so dramatic and over the top, I wanted to check out the source material as well. And I think Chika looks even cuter in this, if it's possible. I'm excited to see if this one is as good as people say it is. So next up, I picked up a couple of shoujo mangas. I actually only started reading shoujo mangas like about a year ago, and I like them a lot more than I thought I would. I don't know why I waited this long to get into them. So I thought I'd pick up a couple of the popular series I've seen. The first one is Daytime Shooting Star by Mika Yamamori, and I picked up 2 volumes of this one. So from what I know, this one's about a girl who moves to Tokyo to live with her uncle, and a strange man helps her when she faints in a park, but then she discovers that he's actually her homeroom teacher, and romantic shenanigans ensue from there on. The next one is Snow White with the Red Hair by Sorata Akizuki. I also picked up 2 volumes of this one. This one's a fantasy manga about a herbalist that gets the attention of some prince, but then she runs away and she meets like some other guys. I don't know, this is probably a horrible description. I mainly picked this one up because I saw the guy in it has grey hair, and I love grey-haired anime boys. Excited to see if I like these 2. Next up, I've got these beautiful collector's edition of Cardcaptor Sakura by Clamp. I've actually never read Cardcaptor Sakura the manga before, so when I saw these on sale, I thought this is the perfect opportunity to read it. And these editions are super beautiful and stunning. They're hardcover and the quality of the pages are really nice. And they also come with these little collector cards. Next up is Inside Mari by Shuuzou Oshimi. I'm a pretty big fan of Shuuzou Oshimi's work. He does a lot of coming-of-age stories, and I really like how psychological, uncomfortable, and dark they can get at times. So Inside Mari is basically the classic body-switching scenario, but between a popular girl and a social outcast. But based on his other works, I'm expecting him to explore this trope in a pretty dark and effed up way, despite how cute the cover looks. So last up with the manga, I picked up A Man and His Cat by Umi Sakurai. This manga is a series of short webcomics where an old man adopts this fat, unwanted cat from the pet store. I already read a few chapters of this today, and it is so heartwarming, and it really does hit you right in the feels. I'm very excited to read the rest of this one. The cat is so fat. He's so cute. I also picked up some art books as well. So the first one, of course, is from Fate. This is Fate Grand Order Memories, and this has all of the illustrations from the craft essences in the game. So all of the craft essences are drawn from a variety of different artists, so you're getting a few different art styles here. I think this is a great collector's art book for anyone who's into FGO. Then I also picked up the Art of Munashichi. So this illustrator is known for their art of fantasy worlds, sometimes with a lot of steampunk elements. The art in this is so stunning, and all of the worlds are packed full of creativity. Everything in here is so atmospheric and honestly just stunning. I love art books like this so much. So now I'd quickly just like to share what I've been reading recently as well. So first up is Fullmetal Alchemist. I love Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood so much, and if you haven't seen it, you should definitely go watch it. But I've actually never read the manga. I've been picking up a fair few of these Fullmetal Edition collector hardcovers of the manga, and I've got a fair few now, so I'm starting to read through, and it is amazing. So of course, if you've seen the anime, then you know what an amazing story this is. I'm so happy and excited to be reliving the story again and getting to fall in love with the characters and the world building and just the plot. It's been so good. And top tip, as nice as these editions are, they don't come with the comic strips that are at the end of each volume in the original manga. So instead, you can pick up this, the complete 4-panel comics book, and read all of them instead. And they are definitely worth it. They are so cute and funny, and I look forward to it every time I finish a volume. The next one is Gyo. This is actually a reread. This is by the legendary Junji Ito. So this is a story about a boy and his girlfriend, and they take a trip to Okinawa, where suddenly 4-legged fish rush out of the ocean and attack everybody. And the book and the story gets progressively more disturbing and screwed up from there. I think my favorite thing about this, the reason I love this story so much, is that it feels so unique. It doesn't really rely on your classic horror tropes of like a murderer or like a scary girl. It's just so weird and disturbing. This really stays with you. This can get pretty disturbing, so I'd only recommend this if you're like into that kind of thing. Lastly, I've been reading Nana, so I've been reading this one digitally, and this is pretty much all I've been reading. I've read like 15 volumes in like a week. I've seen Nana recommended so often, but I just never wanted to read it. I wasn't too in love with the art style, and I thought it's just a bit too shoujo for my liking, but boy, I was wrong, and I wish I read this one sooner. Nana follows 2 girls, both named Nana, who move to Tokyo, and one of them wants to be this famous singer, and the other one is just a bit of a hopeless romantic. She just wants to fall in love. The story is surprisingly realistic, and it touches on many adult themes such as drugs or sex. As fun as other fantasy and action mangas are, as a young adult, it is really nice to be able to read a manga with such relatable coming-of-age themes. So if you think you'd be into Nana at all, I highly recommend you check it out because I think you'd be surprised. I definitely was. I like it so much more than I thought I would, and I'm very excited to finish it. Although I'm fairly sure it never ended, and instead it's on like an infinite hiatus, which is really depressing, and I feel really sorry for Hailey a week into the future when she's at that point. Alright guys, that is everything I wanted to show you. I hope you enjoyed. I think I might make a roundup manga video like this once a month or something. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye!